Hey guys, I'm still sick. I have propped myself up to appear today because yesterday's video was kind of a crap fest. I took another one of those videos I made in like 2009 and then just sort of ran with it. But I am crazy enough to make a pledge that I will make a video every single day this year, even days when I stay up all night sweating and shaking in bed because of my fever, or days when my right ear doesn't work very well for some reason. I made that pledge and I promised to you, which means that I've propped myself up on medicine bottles that are underneath my camera's tripod, and I even just went and I shaved and I put up my hair, and I look pretty. I feel pretty, even though I also feel terrible. But I did have one good idea for today's video, which is most of the reason I did it. And I stole it from this video right here by Dan the Man, who is Alex Day's cousin, who runs Sopio and Life Scouts and all that. And it's to play a classic game with you called Two Truths and a Lie. Now, I'm sure most of you are familiar with this, but I'm still going to explain, mostly to take up time in this video, and see if I can form sentences. Two truths and a lie. I'm going to tell you 3 stories, and you're going to tell me in the comments which one of them is not true. Which one of them I am making up. And there's many strategies for this. Dan talks about this as well. There's 4 stories in his video, but I'm only doing 3. Most people would think that I would hide it in the middle, or maybe I wouldn't on purpose, thinking 2 steps ahead instead of just 1. I don't really know. So I have them numbered for me right here, and I'm going to use a random number generator to tell you which one I'm going to go for each time. Random.org came up with 2. Number 2 is listed as a bird shat on me. Now this happened my senior year of high school, which was a couple years ago now. I was part of a play. And I did various plays. I talked about that before. During this play, we just practiced outside occasionally because it was a really beautiful spring. I know it's funny to say that as the snow comes down outside, but it was a really beautiful spring, even though it was like this time a couple years ago. What you gonna do, Central Virginia? We were just sitting in a circle doing like some sort of theater warm-up, and all of a sudden I hear a splat down on my back. A bird that had flown by shat on my back. And everyone there had a good laugh, and I was just mostly figuring out a way, like what was the best way for this to get off of me. I had to stay for the rehearsal, so I couldn't drive home. I didn't have any extra clothes in my car at that point because it was just before show choir season. So Mikey and I went inside of our school, and on a bulletin board was a t-shirt in my size stapled onto the board, and I took it down and I wore it. Alright, now for the next story. Random.org chose 1. Number 1 is, I have been in an amusement park show. Mikey and I are very active King's Dominion goers. King's Dominion is a theme park here in Virginia. It's in Doswell, Virginia, which is about 25 minutes north of here, 45 from where my parents live. Been gold pass holders for the past couple of years. I can't really tell you how long it's been. And we actually normally do a thing where we pretend we're press and we get in a couple days early and we get to preview stuff. He was actually on the first ride of a ride called Windseeker that opened a couple years ago, so that's interesting. This was just a random day last summer, I believe, and they have an amusement park show that's like Karaoke Superstars, I think that was the name. They had this big board, and it had like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 00s, and today. And there was someone standing next to it, and she was looking for volunteers to be in the show to sing karaoke. And we both volunteered. I volunteered with Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson. Mikey, I think, chose Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne. And they, introduce you as part of the show, and they talk to you in the show, and they give you, banter. You banter with them, and then, the cast, harmonizes and then, plays little riffs on guitar and stuff around you to make you sound better during the show, and then applause shows who wins. And we were, with an older lady, and she won, actually, at the end, because she had a big group of people with us, with her, and it was just us two. together, so we clap for each other. And the final story here is actually number 3 on my list, but you gotta figure out which one's the lie. My mother once gave me an Arch card for $5. That's like a McDonald's gift card for $5. The only thing I really like at McDonald's is the breakfast, because I've been a vegetarian for a very long time. There's not much in the entree department for me when it comes to, like, lunch and dinner, which, whatever, they're not catering to me, who cares? But my goal was to maximize the amount of food I could get that I could eat for the $5, because I'm routinely, running low on cash. And I remember Mikey and I were trying to eat as much as possible for this $5 Arch card. And we calculated it because they were having the $1 fry special. It's like $1 any size fry. And we like scraped up pennies for change and made it so that we had 5 large McDonald's fries. And then we went back, I think it was to his dorm room, I think it was this year, and we dumped them in like a gigantic bowl and we ate them together. And what a terrible, terrible idea. Like, overall, just sickening. Ugh. So those are my 3 stories. It's up to you to figure out which one's the lie. Thank you for watching this, even though I've been grizzly voiced and sick, and I don't even know if this was happening. I've been hallucinating before, like during the sickness, and I may have just hallucinated this whole video. So if you see this on the internet, that's a victory for me over my illness. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bonus Ben here. Special thanks to VCU for closing today for the first time in, like, I swear, 5 years. It's really helped me because today's the first day in a very long time that I've been too sick to do anything. So it's been really great that VCU supported me during my sickness, despite the fact that I didn't really get a day off, because instead I've been fighting a fever.